Hey, Happy Father's Day, okay? That's the first thing I want to say is Happy Father's Day to all of you fathers out there. So that's why I'm like this. It's been a long, very fantastic Father's Day for me. And putting this together, you know, it's later at night, but I've been busy all day on Father's Day. Did Madonna, did my dad, did you know, the family dinner with a couple of my kids that are in town. So it was a great Father's Day. I want to thank you, Susie, my sister, Susie, my daughter, Bridget, my daughter, Heather, my girlfriend / partner / gym manager. So it was a great day. But I want to go over what we're going to do for this week. It is going to be a big week because it's the mid-cycle evaluation. So this is the week in the middle of the cycle where I'm going to test people and make sure they're on track in their conditioning to be going forward. And if they're not, it should be a wake-up call and they need to get their ass in gear. That means you guys that aren't you know, doing this conditioning part, if you're not doing good in it, get your ass in gear. Tighten up on your diet, and I'm always there to help you if you guys need any help. That means my students in Arroyo Grande, my students anywhere around, you know, my affiliates, my Ohana, anyone needs help with diet or what kind of workouts they should be doing, contact me. Call me, text me, tweet me, Facebook me, email me, LinkedIn me, Google Plus me, anything you want. If you need help, I will help you guys because we're all in the same family, okay? So, this week is mid-cycle week, so we are going to be doing a lot of conditioning stuff, okay? We're going to be doing rowing, push-ups, pull-ups, bag slams, squats, sit-ups, doubles, some weight stuff. We're going to be making sure that you are on track, okay, for the conditioning that's going to come in about another month, okay? Month and a half, 6 weeks or whatever. You're halfway through, okay? Take this shit serious because you're training at the pit, you're affiliated with the pit, you need to be training hard, all right? I mean, we're not doing, you know, half-ass stuff. We are here to train hard and, you know, live clean and fight dirty, all right? Anyway, okay. I'm going to show you the technique I'm going to go over right now. It's actually a combination of two. And the reason I'm bringing this up is UFC 161. I've seen this technique in so many fights in boxing, MMA, kickboxing, and in the street. Okay? Yes, even in the street I've seen this technique. Okay? What I want to show you guys for the technique, there's two techniques. Okay? The overhand punch, which is usually done with your back hand. Okay? So I'm right-handed, my right hand overhand punch, and it will be in the technique and the left hook. Okay? If you saw Roy Nelson fighting, the guy was circling to Roy's left because all he had to do was get out of the way of this right hand and he was safe. Okay? Because Roy wasn't doing something. Okay? If somebody comes into your overhand right and smothers you, short uppercut / hook. It's kind of at a 45-degree angle, okay? That'll stop them from coming in and your hook if they eat an uppercut, okay? Or it could knock them out. Glover, Kyle Kingsbury, okay? And if they move back from that overhand right, usually their hands are just a little bit down and they're getting out of the way, so a long left hook, okay? So you should put those two punches together. If your opponent smothers your overhand right, come right back with a hook. And the overhand right and the hook go at the same angle, okay? Just in a different direction. In other words, the overhand right is slicing across this way. The hook is coming across this way. It's like we call it a fish hook, okay? So overhand right in tight, if he's smothering your hook, if he's backing away, like Roy Nelson's opponent did, and like Rashad did against Hendo, all he was doing was getting out of the way of that overhand right. Hendo was not throwing that hard left hook. He caught him once with a half jab, half hook coming in, but other than that, he did not come in with that hook because Shane Mosley, not Mosley, Rashad Evans was backing to Hendo's left, and he was getting out of the way of the overhand right, but Hendo wasn't throwing the power left hook. So he's moving away, you throw the overhand and come back with a hook, okay? If he's stepping into the overhand, you come up with a short hook or a fish hook, okay? So those are going to be our two techniques. Overhand, left hook, but in class, you people that are teaching, or if you guys are training it, do that. If you're teaching it, teach the overhand right, followed by the left hook, or the short fish hook uppercut, okay? Because it's kind of a combination of all, okay? So that's what I want you guys to work on this week as a technique, okay? That's going to be your technique this week, all right? And then the conditioning part, it's going to be listed on your conditioning. It's going to be, push-up, X amount of push-ups. And the push-ups that I have listed and all of the requirements, that's for my top level, okay? You lower it as you see fit. But for your top level, above green belt, they need to be able to do the numbers that I have listed in this week's curriculum, okay? That means you guys, okay? All of you guys at the pit headquarters need to be able to do this, all right? You guys are at the main pit. You better be in top shape, all right? UFC 161, not the greatest UFC I've ever seen. It was good, not great. Hendo versus Rashad, it was okay. Split decision, a lot of people thought Hendo won. I could have gone either way. Probably, if I was judging, I would have judged for Hendo, but it was really close. I could have gone either way. Jake Shields against Woodley, I didn't see that fight, but I hear that was very controversial as well. I didn't see it. And all I can say about Roy Nelson is, he was just out of shape. I mean, that just tells you guys, if you're a fighter, stay in shape. Okay? Even if you're a top UFC fighter like Roy Nelson, Dana might call you up and say, hey, we got a last-minute fill-in. He pays good for those last-minute fill-ins. Be ready, okay? Because you get a lot of money, and if you win a last-minute fill-in where you're just stepping in, the door opens a lot wider for you, okay? For you guys that aren't fighting in the UFC and you're fighting in little shows, you might all of a sudden get a call from the UFC saying, I need you in 2 days, okay? And if you're not ready, you just lost out on that opportunity. If you are, and you win, welcome to the UFC, okay? If you're not a fighter, you're a martial artist like I am, and you're not always in shape, when you get jumped on the street or somebody tries to take your lunch money, if you're not ready, okay, that's life or death, okay? You always need to be ready. I'm not saying be paranoid and, train like you're training for a fight all the time, but be in shape all the time. It doesn't hurt. I am. I'm 53. I'm always in top shape. I'm ready for someone to take my lunch money anytime. I will have to bust a move on them if I have to. I'm always ready. If someone tried to take my lunch money right now, I'm ready to throw down and karate chop him, tiger claw him, or do whatever I have to do. Okay, I'm ready all the time, all right? Anyway, thanks for being part of the family. I love having such a good family with the pit, and I love the vision that we're experiencing with our training and our martial arts and our culture, etc. So, anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.